Hello fellas. Firstly, I would like to congratulate all of you on your successful enrollment in the online course Basics of Data Science, a first of its kind in the entire district. So before actually getting into the course, we'll see what actually data science is. Data science is a new branch of study of data. Just like biology, in which we all deal about living and non-living things, and in chemistry we deal about chemicals, in the same way, in data science we deal about data, a lot of data. I must remember the day when the news of data science spread like a wildfire among the netizens. The day when the Forbes magazine declared through its surveys in 2012 that the data scientist is the sexiest job of 21st century. Yes, you heard it right. Data science has expanded its horizons in almost all the nook and corners of the world. Now let us look into the practical applications of data science. Data science, where exactly it is used in the real-time world and what exactly it does to the society, and as well as all the e-commerce platforms that is existing in today's world. Let me consider the example of Uber. You might wonder how Uber works in just a touch of the finger. So let us consider a situation in which a techie or a corporate man where he wakes up in the morning, does all his household chores and gets ready for his office at the rough time by 8 in the morning. So when he orders for an Uber, a car or a taxi that will be around will just pop in front of his gate. How does it all work? This is all about data science. When data science will collect all the information on basis of the graphs and the mathematical analytics that it has been done so far, and it will just record all those things and will analyze in which particular area or which particular street the registrations or the booking is at the high rate. So, according to that, Uber assigns more number of drivers to that particular area. So, for example, consider an example of Kormangla or Electronic City, where the number of techies going to the work in the early morning will be more. In such cases, the number of Uber drivers will also be more in those areas. Similarly, if you want to take a taxi to the airport early in the morning, for example, like 3 in the morning, you might find, even though there are cars available around, you might find the drivers rejecting your offer. It's all because of the tripping and the dynamics of the tripping that will follow. If a Uber driver takes you to the airport early in the morning, you might wait for the next flight to be coming back so as to get his next trip. So you might lose many other trips in the meantime where he spent idle in waiting. So this is the reason that the Uber driver rejects many of the offers. And all of this is done by data science, wherein a trip which is to be for a longer distance, and considering all the idle time the driver spends, the dynamic pricing will be done, in which the prices will be hiked or the prices will be made low. Similarly, if we consider another example, another application of data science, that is fraud detection. Fraud detection in banking systems. Banks deals with a lot of data sciences, but the main agenda of data science in banking is fraud detection. Here we can see that in the pie chart given here, data warehousing refers to the collection or the storing of data, just like a warehouse where all the collections will be done or dumped. The data will be dumped in warehousing. And in the second pie chart, we'll look into the creation rules associated with the data. That is, about all the available data, will segregate and will provide a proper modeling and manipulation of data in this sector. And in the third sector is basically writing a program in according to our users, that is user-defined programs, which will just provide service according to our benefits. And in the fourth one, it's all about authentication. As we said, the main agenda of the banking system is fraudulent detection, where authentication by the customer is a must. Authentication by means is just verifying the genuinity of the customer, wherein, for example, it sends an OTP or it confirms whether the ATM or any other such credit cards and debit cards that is used is by the customer and is by genuine means. And in the last phase, we'll find alerting and transaction cancellation, wherein we'll be getting all alerts, such as we'll be getting mails and SMSs to our registered mobile phones and emails confirming our genuinity in our transaction of data through our transaction of money. So it also provides an aspect where we can cancel the transaction right there in our mobile phones if we found that the transaction or the action that has been processed is fraudulent and guilty. So these are all aspects of data science that we'll be dealing now. And as we can see, another pie chart in which we'll be it's been described all about data acquisitions and the fraudulent directions in banking systems, in which the lion's share of it owes to the identity theft. That identity theft is nothing but the Aadhaar theft. That is the fraudulence mainly focuses on the identity of the user can be used to all other fraudulent means to get the information of the individual. For example, in the case of passports and all visas and all other internationals and overseas transactions. And the second share of it goes to financial access, wherein a person can access to your financial accounts by fraudulent means, by using your credit cards or all other digital aspects. And in the third case is all account access, existential data, and certain nuances which will be just caused for fun and all pranking sakes. And all this can be put together and put to control by the help of data science. And what exactly a data science goes about? The process of data science is as follows. Data sources is nothing but the huge amount of data that we collect from various sources. For example, if you consider cricket, there will be lots of analysis. Like as we know that India is a hub of cricket. In cricket, we'll connect a lot of analysis like pitch analysis, weather forecasting, and the ball movement, which direction the wind is blowing, and also the predictions, the various sorts of predictions, like the winning percentages, the batsman scoring more than 30 runs in a power play, and all such aspects are done by using data science. And all these are collected by various sources. The sources refers to the previously observed manner or previously collected data. These all comes under data sources. Data sources is basically data collections. And in second aspect, there is data gathering or data exploration, which might focus more on data exploration. Data exploration is the main phase in this entire data processing system. In data exploration involves the sampling and transformation of data, in which we'll soothe the data and we'll groom the data according to our benefits and requirements. In data modeling is the first stage wherein an actual programming or an actual interpretation of compiler and all software aspects is put into use. So data modeling is can be regarded as the primary and most important phase of data processing unit. And in the fourth phase, that is nothing but the deployment of model, is nothing but putting the data that we have collected and the program that we have been performed into an actual action to put into the real-time application, that is actuating the program that we have already created. So by all these data processing units will be getting into a business by looking into the flow of the course that we have formulated for you in this online course training session. The lion's share of it owes to the Python, because data science requires a lot of programming knowledge, especially the Python, wherein we have given a duration of 9 hours for Python, wherein we'll be dealing basics like operators and why do we use Python and the flavors of Pythons and the data types that we have used in Pythons, the variant properties of data types, and later we'll be dealing with all the branching, iteration statements, and also user defined commands and all other aspects which will prove to be of great help to this subject, that is data science. And the next couple of hours will be dealt on statistics, where we'll be looking into Gaussian surfaces, curve fitting, line corrections, and mean medians and all other aspects which will also prove to be of great help to the data science. And the next is actual of data science, wherein we'll look into the storytelling and the deployment methods that we have spoken in the last slide. And the main gist or the main highlight of this course is that there will be daily assignments and weekly quizzes. So I'm repeating this again, there will be daily assignment and weekly quizzes, in which students will be assessed and they will be continuously evaluated. On the basis of continuous evaluation, the performance of assignment and quizzes of the individual performers, and there will be an exciting reward or a cash prize at the end of this course for the standout performer of this course. So as I said, we have formulated a total duration of 9 hours for teaching Python. So what exactly Python is, or why is it so necessary, or why it has created such an hype in the society? You can see that Microsoft Data Excel sheets and all Java, that MySQL, C, Tableau, Amazon Web Services, and all other programming languages are all used by various sectors. In fact, Google was first formulated on the basis of C and C++, but now it has been completely replaced from every aspect by Python. Such is the dynamic use of Python, because a page code in other programming languages corresponds to a single line code in Python. It is 10 folds less and occupies 10 folds less memory in Python. Such is a dynamic advantage of Python, which will be dealt more briefly and more specifically in the next coming videos. What exactly a data scientist is? By this time, you must be wondering about the numerous glorious aspects of data science. So what it takes to be a data scientist? A data scientist, as we already explained, is the sexiest job alive. So if a person is good in computer science and subject matter expertise, he can be a traditional software designer, that is an app designer. But computer science will be dealing with the programming skills, the analytical thinking, and all such practical aspects. In subject matter expertise, we mean the hold or the grip he has towards the depth of the knowledge. If you consider any subject for that matter, the amount of depth, for example in physics, the amount of depth a person has in the subject refers to the subject matter expertise. So if a person is good in math, statics, and subject matter expertise, he can be a traditional researcher. That is, he can be a geek in researching. So that if a person is good in computer science and math statistics skills, he can be a wonderful machine learning expert. So if a person is a mixture or rolled into all these characteristics, that is computer science, subject matter expertise, and maths and statistics, he can be a great data scientist. So these are the basic elements that a person who aspires to become a data scientist must look into. That is computer science, math and statistics, and subject matter expertise. So as we can see here, this is nothing but a graph which portrays the usage or the implementation of data science in various aspects or in various sectors of today's business. We are looking into the screen wherein a lion's share of data science implementation is done in banking and financial services, where all sorts of fraudulent activities and tracking of individuals' records with related to bank transactions is done all by using data science. So that is, as we can see on the screen, there is more than 45 to 50% of all financial activities and banking activities are done by using data science. And subsequently, we see e-commerce, pharma and healthcare, all the health issues we have formulated so far, and e-commerce like platforms like Amazon, Netflix, and Flipkart and all such matters will be all because of data sciences. And as you can see in media and entertainment, it's all about Instagram, the feeds that we will obtain, telecom, retail, automobile, and travel and hospitality. It all holds and gist of data science in it. So it's indeed a great field to be or to excel in, so that you can just survive in any part of the world. So as it very important to be good in mathematics, programming languages, and also the depth of the subject, we formulated our course accordingly so that you can manage and become a jack of all three aspects. So in the coming videos, you'll be learning the basics of Python, all aspects of programming languages, especially the one which is much required for you to learn or go about data sciences. So hope you all enjoy this introductory video. We'll see you in the next video. Keep the spirits high in the same mode. Go and browse more about data sciences. You will find a lot about them. So okay, fine, then we'll meet you and see you all in the next video. Thank you guys.